Hello people, my name is Ferdy and in this tutorial I'm going to show you step by step how to write a blog post. But not only that, we're going to talk about market research, analytics and ways to optimize your blog post so you'll be found better and get more traffic to your website. Let me show you what we will cover in this tutorial. First, we will install Google Analytics and Google Search Console so we can keep track of everything that our visitors are doing on our website. Then we will install a popular and free SEO tool called Rank Math. This tool will give us suggestions so we can optimize our blog post and be found better in the search results. We will do market research so we know that the subjects that we have in mind to write about are subjects people are really searching for on the internet. And then we will start writing content. I will show you how to do that using the WordPress editor. And in order to give your visitors a better experience, I will show you how to create and import images in your blog post. We will talk about scheduling posts, categories, tags, featured images. And when our blog post is almost finished, we will apply everything that Rank Math suggests so our blog post becomes better and will be found better in the search results. And last but not least, we will talk about blogging and AI. As you've seen, we will cover so much more than creating a blog post. If you just want to start writing content, then go to the timestamps in the description of this tutorial and you can get started right away. If you want to learn everything, then keep watching. When I go to Fast For You, you can go to the settings here at YouTube, playback speed, and slow down the speed of this tutorial. And if you want to go back a few seconds in the video, just hit the left arrow on your keyboard and you'll go back 5 seconds in the video. I want to give you some context. This part on how to write a blog post, how to do your preparations, how to optimize your blog post is part of a bigger tutorial called the Affiliate Marketing Tutorial, where I have a website, ferdydavid.com, where I teach people how to step up their YouTube game. You can follow that tutorial over here if you want to. So to give you some context, I teach people how to step up their YouTube game. So YouTubers that want to get more subscribers, more views and make more money. I write blog posts about that subject so I can help those people to become more successful on YouTube. There are a few paid tools that will help you to step up your YouTube game, and I promote those tools in my blog posts. And when people buy those tools through my unique affiliate link, I get a commission. So my goal on this website is to create the best content possible. And the great thing is, the content I've written is already 6 months old and I'm already making money with it every single month. So that's why in a minute you'll see a different studio that's a few months old already. Right now this new recording. So I know that what I'm about to teach you is working. It's working every single time. It's gonna take a lot of effort. It's hard work, but I will show you every step you need to take. It's up to you to take action. So now you know a little bit of context. It's time to show you not only to write a blog post, but first we're gonna prepare a few things. And right now I'm about to tell you what we're gonna do. It's almost time to create your first blog post. But before we do that, we need to do a few things. We need to make use of 2 free services that will help us to track our visitors and see where they are coming from. Because when we see where they are coming from, that can help us to give extra attention to certain areas in our website, to certain blog posts, maybe to make some content better or fix some things in our website. And those free tools are Google Analytics, which helps us to see what visitors are doing on our website, and Google Search Console, which helps us to see where visitors come from and what they are doing and if everything is all right with our website. So let me show you how to sign up for your free Google Analytics account. In order to measure statistics on our website from visitors and what they are doing, I can install Google Analytics. So I search for Analytics, hit enter, and I go to Google Analytics. Then I need to select an account or use another one, create an account. And if you're here for the first time, you need to click on Start Measuring. And then you need to create your first account, and I would do the name of your website. I uncheck benchmarking and I click on Next. Again, I say ferdydavid.com. Then I need to select the country where I want the reporting from with the time zones. I would say United States because I'm focusing on people from the United States. And since I focus on people from the United States, I would also change the currency to dollars. If you choose this, you cannot change this later. So you need to make sure that these are the right settings. Then I click on Next. I can say something about my business. I can say I have a small business. I can select the industry, but I leave it as it is and I click on Create. I accept all the terms. If you want to read them in a different language, you can find the language over there and check that. And then you click on I accept. I save the settings. Now I need to link my Google Analytics code with my website. So I go to freddydavid.com. And over here, I click on which platform I want to choose. If you do not see this, go back to admin, choose your account, then here at properties, go to data stream, and then click on web. Then fill in your domain, freddydavid.com. My stream name is freddydavid.com. And I click on create stream. Now I need to install my Google tag, and I want to do that using the Sitekit plugin. So I go to my website, to plugins, add new. I search for Google Sitekit. And I click on install now. And activate. Start setup. Connect Google Analytics as a part of your setup. That's exactly what I want to do. Sign in with Google. So I need to sign in again and give some permissions. I use the same account I used for my Google Analytics account. Otherwise it will not work. That is this one. So I click on continue. And I trust everything. So I click on verify over here. Now it will check if everything is linking correctly. I allow the metrics on my dashboard. I want to set up Search Console. So I click on setup and I click on next. And there it goes. Perfect. That's exactly what I want to use. I click on configure analytics. And more permissions are required. So I click on proceed. I need to log in again. There are quite a few steps. I click on continue. Congrats on completing the setup for Google Analytics. Okay, I got it. Let's see if it's working. There's no data yet because we just installed Google Analytics for the first time. But to check if it's working, we can go to Analytics. Go back to the homepage. Okay. Now over here for freddydavid.com, I can see the latest users in the last 30 minutes. So I click over here, a new incognito window. I go to freddydavid.com. So now I am a visitor. So what I need to do now, make this smaller. And watch until I see there's a visitor. And if I see a visitor, a 1 over here, that means Google Analytics is working properly on our website. So let's wait a minute. And there it is. It means Google Analytics is linked with my website. And I can see the visitors over here. So everything is working. That is great. What I want to do now, I want to go to the website and I want to configure Google Search Console. During the configuration of Google Analytics, we already activated Google Search Console. Let's check if everything is working. So what we will do right now, make sure that Google Search Console is working on our website. In order to set up your Google Search Console account, we go to Google Search Console. And actually, we already created our account with the Gmail account you used before when we installed Google Analytics, because it asked us to set up Google Search Console for us. So the only thing we need to do, we need to use the same email address we use for Google Analytics. Click over here and click on Start Now, and voila, our website will be tracked. And Google Search Console is talking more about where your visitors come from, if there are pages that need attention that are not linked correctly. If I take a look at one of my websites, for the Korpszoek, for instance, you can see a lot of information and reports and insights, and that can help you to optimize your website. So this is everything we had to do right now. I can close this and then we go back to our website. So now we have Google Analytics and we have Google Search Console. Right now I don't need this, so I will get rid of it. Great. Okay, one step closer to creating a blog post. But what I want to do in order to create great blog posts, I want to install RankMath. RankMath is a tool that helps us to optimize our website for the search results. So our website will be found better. Isn't that what we want? That is what we want. There's a free version and I will show you in this tutorial how you can use that. And after we have done that, we're one step closer to creating our first blog post. So let's get right to it. Let's install RankMath. In order to do that, we go to ferdycorp.com/RankMath. Hit enter. We can download it for free by clicking here. And sometimes they seem to hide the free version. So if you cannot find it, oh, is it here? No. If you cannot find it, you can go to your website, to the backend, and to plugins, add new, and then search for RankMath. It's in my opinion better than Yoast. Why? There are more free features in comparison with Yoast. Million installation, more than a million, a lot of stars, updated 2 weeks ago. I click on install now and activate. Okay, I can connect a free account. I can skip this, or I can click on connect your account. I prefer to do that. You can log in using your Facebook account, Google or WordPress, or email and password. If you're new here, you can register. Well, I will use my email and password. I'm already logged in. Log in. Now I need to link Freddy David with my RankMath free plan. So I click on OK, activate now. And I have an in-depth tutorial about RankMath. So if you go to YouTube and you search for RankMath, mine will be not number 1 anymore. Maybe if you search for tutorial. Yes, there it is. It's a year ago, but still relevant. 2 hours, in-depth stuff. I said I will cover every step, but I will go just through the steps because all this setting up stuff, it's already optimized. So I just have to click on advanced, start the wizard. I will not explain everything. If you want to know exactly what is going on, then you can watch my in-depth tutorial about it. My website is a personal blog. This is the name of my website, alternate name, short name. It can be YouTube channel growth. Okay, the rest of the settings are all fine. I click on save and continue. I can connect services. And since we have those, I want to do that. So I go to the Gmail account I use for Google Analytics and Google Search Console. I click on continue and I accept everything. So I select Freddy David. Also at Analytics, I search for Freddy David property. Also Freddy David. Perfect. I don't need to install the analytics code already. It's already there through Google Sidekick. I don't have an AdSense account. This for later, and it's for the pro version. We don't have to use RankMath for that. And if you want to, you can get email reports every week about visitors. So I like that. Save and continue. This is all fine. This is also fine. And I click on return to the dashboard. It's almost time to create our first blog post. But I want to set everything, or let you set everything up in a way that you'll start to make sales. So what we can do, I prefer to talk about things in my blog post that I have passion for. But if you have passion for frogs, if they're alive on planet Mars, there is a slight chance that not a lot of people are searching for that on the internet. And that means that you don't get a lot of visitors with that subject. So we need to find out if the things you want to write about are relevant, if people are searching for that. So I want to ask you 3 questions, or help you to get 3 things. The first one is, I want to give you the right ideas, because I can tell you writing about frogs on planet Mars is maybe not a great idea. So how do we get good ideas? Second, the ideas we have, are people searching for that? And the third one, is there a lot of competition? Because maybe you have an idea, you start an affiliate marketing website with the title, How to Start for Free with Affiliate Marketing. I think that's an amazing thing that a lot of people are searching for, but the competition is crazy. So I wonder if you should write about that or start writing about that, because it's really hard to rank in Google on that subject, because there are a lot of other websites that are already doing that for years. So in that process, if you want to do that, you can get demotivated because you don't get any sales in the beginning, and then you stop doing what you're doing. So I want to show you how to find the right subjects that you can write about with not too much competition, so you can start to make money in a relative short amount of time. Let me show you how to do that. I will start with a paid tool, with a free trial, so you can use the free trial and then cancel within 7 days or 14 days. But after that, don't worry, I will also talk about free tools. So I will talk about a few free tools with a free trial. I will talk about another free tool, which is a light version, and then you also have a pro version for that. And after that, I will show you what I do most. Actually, just go to YouTube, go to Google, and do some market research based on the organic results you see on Google. Because it's really simple. If you want to know if a blog post is good, search for a subject, go to the first page in the Google search results, and you know it's good because it's on the first page in Google. So let's talk about how we can do market research, also known as search analysis. We're getting there. Okay, let's go. So let's take a look. I go to verdicorp.com/SEMrush, hit enter. And now I can fill in a keyword. So I can search for A/B split testing tube body. I click on start now. Now I need to create an account. You can continue with Google or with your details. So if I would say verdicorp@gmail.com and I create a password and I click on create account, I will create an account. I need to get a code. I get the code, paste it, and confirm my email. I consider myself to be an experienced someone. I don't answer this. Okay, I can get a free trial for 7 days, and then it will be $120 per month. So what I always try to say, so what I always advise is do as much as possible within 7 days. And then within those 7 days, you can decide to cancel, and then you still got a lot out of it. So I go for the free trial. And by the way, this is not the only way to do market research. So if you want to skip this part, you don't want to pay that amount of money, just skip this part, go to the next part, and I will show you other ways on how to do market research. Or don't even skip this, but just watch how I do this. So now my trial is activated. I can request a training that's live or go to the knowledge base, but I will show you what to do. Start using SEMrush. Let me make the screen a bit bigger. Keyword overview. I search for tube body, and then I can see what people are searching for the variations. So here, keyword variations. I view them all. So what it's saying, this is the keyword people are searching for when they search on the internet. Then you see the amount of people per month that are visiting, that are searching for this. So 18,000 people per month in the United States only search for tube body. The keyword density, that means the competition, how hard it is to rank well for this keyword. How much money you should be paying on Google for advertising if you want to come up as #1 in the advertisements when you want to be found on the word tube body, $7. And how many results there are? 3 million pages. So now I can see over here what people are searching for. Tube body, the tube body extension, vidIQ versus tube body. So what I can do, I can go to my notes again. freddydavid.com. And over here I can say blog post IDs. And I can say tube body versus vidIQ. Tube body pricing. People want to know about that. Tube body review. Is tube body safe? So people are searching for this. Is tube body safe? The great thing about this keyword term, or this term, is tube body safe. That means that people do not yet have tube body. They wonder, is it safe? That's the reason why they don't have it. So if you can explain in your blog post why it is safe, then people can buy it through your affiliate link. Tube body free version. What can you do with the free stuff? I can say tube body free versus pro or paid or premium. So that's how you can get IDs. And if you click over here, you also see in different countries, people are also searching for this. So actually it's 130,000 instead of 18,000. Now let me show you a trick on how to rank well with high quality search terms. In order to do that, we need to go to the keyword density and only select keywords that have a keyword density from 0 until 25. So it will filter everything out. So you see the keyword density is relatively low right now. The only thing is the volume is quite low over here. But keep in mind when you click over here, the global volume is 870, which is higher, of course, than 140. The thing I don't like about this tool is it seems there's no global option over here. So I always use the United States. And then I click on the keyword to see how much people are really searching for it worldwide, 90. When it comes to keywords, I like to go for keywords that are found or searched for at least 500 times per month worldwide. Now let me show you another tool, which is amazing. There's a free version that can help you already to get some ideas for your blog posts and for headers. And there's a pro version which with an amazing deal. Well, let's talk about that right now. Another tool you can use is verdicorp.com/ATP. Hit enter. Answer the public. So I search for a phrase or a word, tube, body, preferably a keyword. I scroll all the way up, United States, and the language should be English. And I click on search and look at this. Look at this. If I scroll down, I see a visual representation on what people are searching for. So there are 301 results, and those results are fetched from go to Google, from the suggestions, tube, body, extensions, free review, but they're organized. So right now there are questions over here. Why, when, will, are, who, where, can, what, and how. And then I can see in one area how much people are searching for something. So I see 90 over here. That means people are searching for this a lot. So what I can do, I can create a blog post. Is TubeBuddy worth it? Another one, does TubeBuddy really work? So all those questions, I can check them. And if I want to see them in a better way, instead of in a circle, I can click on data. Look at this, are, can, how. I don't see all the information. I can get a free trial, but let me show you a way on how to get a lifetime deal. It's really affordable in comparison with other tools. But first, let's take a look over here. Is TubeBuddy safe? Is TubeBuddy worth it? So I could write about that. Does TubeBuddy really work? So I can create a blog post about that and show people why it really works. And people that ask these questions, they don't have TubeBuddy yet. Should I use TubeBuddy? Definitely worth writing a blog post about. And then the other questions. Can TubeBuddy delete your videos? People are concerned, they're afraid. You can say, I can write a blog post saying no. So over here, I don't see all the information. I need to have the pro version, but there's also a preposition. And again, one area, how to use TubeBuddy. Excellent title for a blog post. How to install TubeBuddy. Excellent title for a blog post. And then in all those blog posts, I can refer to other blog posts. So my website becomes an internal link organism, movement. I'm just trying to find cool words now. So I'm getting excited. Again, also here I can click on data. So if I want to go with the pro version, I can click on upgrade to pro. And there's plans and pricing. Look at this. It's quite expensive. $99 per month. And you can do two things. You can go for the 7-day free trial. So you pay nothing for 7 days. Or look at this. There's a special deal. Click over here. And then lifetime, you pay $99. Pay one time and no monthly fees anymore after that. If you click on get started, by the way, it's for one user. You can have 100 searches per day and a CPC and search volume data. So what we just saw. So if I click on get started, and now if I search for TubeBuddy, look at this, I see more information. So I paid $99 and I never ever have to pay again here at Answer the Public. I will always have this information. So right now I see everything. So if I go to the data, look at this. High search volume. Is TubeBuddy worth it? 170. Is TubeBuddy safe? A lot of people are searching for this. So right now I can see what people are searching for. And then I can write about that. And then I need to make better content than other people. Is TubeBuddy worth it? So it's really simple. 1 blog post, 2 blog posts, 3. 50, how to cancel TubeBuddy. People that have it want to cancel, write a blog post about it. Is TubeBuddy free? Great blog post title, and it is. And there's a pro version and a free version. Is TubeBuddy worth it? Again, some questions are overlapping. Is TubeBuddy worth it? What is it used for? What is TubeBuddy? Is TubeBuddy worth it again? So then there are the prepositions. TubeBuddy for YouTube. The comparisons, TubeBuddy versus vidIQ. And then here below, we have everything in alphabetical order. So after TubeBuddy, what do people type and what comes up? And what do people search for a lot? So the TubeBuddy app, TubeBuddy browser extension. So TubeBuddy Chrome, TubeBuddy for YouTube, TubeBuddy free. So I can get a lot of information and inspiration to write about stuff. So that's what you can do with Answer the Public. The free alternative is keywordtool.io. Look at this. TubeBuddy. Worldwide, I can get some information. In this case, no information. But what I see is the keywords that people are searching for: TubeBuddy YouTube, TubeBuddy app, TubeBuddy keyword explorer, TubeBuddy pricing. Is it safe? So also, if you use the free version, you can still see what people are searching for. You only don't see the numbers. How to add TubeBuddy? Really simple. People don't know how to do it. How to add TubeBuddy. I make this a little bit bigger. So that's what you can do on how to get IDs. And there's the good old Google suggestions that you can use. You can use Google in order to find out more about what people are searching for. Also, you can search for TubeBuddy on Google and skip the ads and see what people are asking. What is TubeBuddy used for? What is TubeBuddy used for? Is TubeBuddy free? All those questions. How much does TubeBuddy cost? And it's not only that I can use this for blog titles, but also for headings in a blog post. So if I make a TubeBuddy review, in the TubeBuddy review, I can say, what is TubeBuddy used for? And then I can write about that. So all those questions are related to what people are searching for. So if a lot of people are searching for what is TubeBuddy used for, I can see it in this overview. Is TubeBuddy against YouTube? I can answer those questions, and they're also answered over here. I should not copy it, but I can get inspired by it, see some information, and write content about it. So then I scroll down. What are people writing? Instagram. Also here, more IDs. I go for the next page. So this is a Dutch website about TubeBuddy. So you can also do affiliate marketing in your own language. TubeBuddy review. So if I click over here, you see a blog post about TubeBuddy. And it says try TubeBuddy for free. And if I click over here, this guy has his own landing page, so he must be making a lot of sales. So if he is making a lot of sales, you should definitely try out what he's writing, how he's writing, how big his blog posts are, how many words. You see, he's trying to answer all the questions. And what I also like to do, if I want to get IDs, go to the comment section of a blog post and take a look at the questions people are asking. That means he did not answer those. And then in that way, you can make your blog post better than his. What I also see, a guy I know, Shout Me Loud, really popular website, blog website. So if he's writing about TubeBuddy, it means it's a popular subject. So you should also write about it. The pros and the cons. So also here I can see what I can write about. The Tag Explorer. So I can for free, I can talk about the Tag Explorer. Tags are things you place below the description of your YouTube video. And sometimes I wonder, what should I place over there? Should I just fill it with tags? I have no idea. And then there's the Tag Explorer. If I explain how that can help you to find better tags that are more relevant for your video and get more views, then people are interested in that. And if TubeBuddy provides that, then after reading my blog post about the Tag Explorer, people can become interested in it and want to buy it. And I can tell you, TubeBuddy is making me as a YouTuber a lot of money. I'll show you later on. Getting started with TubeBuddy. Some people are asking that. Oh, I want to go away, and then you see this. Interesting. Over here, another link, different colors. See what's working better. Explanation on how to edit to Chrome. What I see, it's an old browser. So maybe you can update it and make better quality images because it doesn't look too good. I can learn from those people. You can save it to Pinterest. So if I click over here and I have a Pinterest account, it will be on Pinterest. And that's another way for Shout Me Loud to get free exposure. So I can learn from the best. I think Shout Me Loud is an amazing website. So what I see, they have their logo, their blog stuff here at the right. I have it in the center, and then search. It's almost the same as I have. The logo, this stuff, the content, and search. Also here, the background. My background is also this color, around the same thing. So I don't have to copy everything, but I can get inspired. Here you see a reading thing. What I do, look at this. Blog post, progress bar. I made a tutorial about it a few years ago. Don't know if it's still the results here. It's a long time ago already. But that's what I do. People want to learn something, and I provide that. People want to learn a lot of things about the things you are writing about or you want to write about, and it's up to you to create great content about it. So Google will rank you higher, you'll be found more, you can help more people, and people click on your affiliate link in order to buy the thing you teach them about. That's the whole game. And then, of course, the game is to make the best quality possible, quality content. Related posts, that's what we also have. People can leave comments. Okay, so here I can learn things. If people have questions. Well, not a lot of comments. Okay. That's how I do market research. When you promote something, I think it's really important that you try out the service or the product that you are promoting, that you know everything about it. So what I prefer to do when I promote something, I dive deep. I try everything in the tool, see what is working, what's not working, play around, and then I have a lot of information that I can use in my blog post to write about. So I can help people to make the right decision to buy or not buy that tool. And of course, I try to convince people that I need to buy the tool because it can help people to get the results they want. That's what I think about when I think about affiliate marketing. People want to get a certain result. And if the result is better than what the tool costs in order to get that result, then it's worth buying it. So when it comes to my website, I want to promote TubeBuddy. I found a few great things within TubeBuddy that's making me a lot of extra money. So we'll talk about that in my blog post, so I can convince people that if they want to grow their YouTube channel, they can get the premium version of TubeBuddy, which costs around $280 per year. I get 30% of that, which is around $100, but it can help them to make a lot more money, grow their YouTube channel faster. And in the long run, it will make them a lot more money than $280 if they use it right and create high quality content. So that's what I think about when creating blog posts, that what the outcome of what the tool that you offer on your website or service, the outcome should be better than what they invest. And if you can convince people that that is true, then you can make a lot of sales. So that was free. I don't pass it around everywhere, just in this tutorial. And let's continue. And of course, really important, I play around with the tool I promote. So let me go to TubeBuddy. I love TubeBuddy for one specific reason. There are more, but one of them, what I like the most, is the A/B split tester. So here, A/B tests. So every day another thumbnail will be shown, and then I can see what's working better. So look at this. WordPress tutorial for beginners 2023, or exactly the same thing, except for make your first website. What I see, my original thumbnail is working better than my variation. Well, let's go to a different one with a bigger difference so I can show you what is possible. Okay, look at this. WordPress tutorial for beginners with this image or with a close-up image. This image is with an 85mm lens. This is with 24. So my head is bigger and everything else is smaller. I have another expression. Everything else is the same. And what do I see? The thumbnail is performing better. And based on that, TubeBuddy is saying we are 100% sure that your variation will perform better than the original. But if I would make a thumbnail that says, make $1 million in 2 hours for free, of course, my click-through rate will become higher than my original. But then people find out I do not live up to the promise in the thumbnail, and then the average view time will be lower. So what I'm after is not only a higher click-through rate, but also a longer view time. So when I have those two, then I'm like, yeah, this is a winning thumbnail. And then I use this as the original, what you see over here, with something else. So now my thumbnail is performing better than another one. And then it's time to try something new, a new text, a new color. So over here, I do the same thing. My other image, my close-up image. And I see that everywhere the close-up image is performing better. So let's do some math for you to show you how crazy this is. If I go for, where is it? This one. Look at this, 20%. I get 20% more views. Let's do some math. If I would make $100 per day through advertisements or affiliate links or whatever with this particular YouTube video, $100, and I can increase that amount with 20%. Look at this, times 1.20. That means that every day I would make $20 extra just because I did the split test and I found out that this is better. But not only that, because people are watching it longer, it's really close to each other. But if this is longer, the longer this is, the more my video will be shown on YouTube, the more viewers I get and the more viewers will click because of my click-through rate. So I have so much information about this. If people can make with one video times, let's say times 365, $7,000 extra per year because of this change, that is worth the money for A/B split testing. If I can convince people with my story, with my blog post I'm about to write, that people can make so much more money because they can get 20% of increase in views and a longer watch time, that is worth probably $280 per year for people. That means that people need to make $1 per day extra with the 20%. And that's only one video. Look at this. How many videos I already have made better by just playing around. And sometimes I see, okay, I tried something else and I see the original is performing better. Okay, then I go on with this color. Then I start with a different image. Then I have the different image. I start with a different text. And that way I can keep on optimizing everything for every video. So over here, this video is from last year. I changed the Divi 2022 to Divi 2023. I see a big variation, 40% higher than the original. Okay, let's do the math again. Again, let's say this video makes me around $100 per day. Let's say 150 times 0.4 because 40%. I can make $60 per day extra. Oh, $22,000 extra by just changing the number. But I'm not sure if that is working. Really important, what is the average watch time? It's around the same. Okay, I need to be careful. I want to make a tutorial right now, a video tutorial about TubeBuddy. That's not the idea. The idea is that when you have something beautiful to display like this, and you can convince people that this is helping people to make more money, people are willing to invest money when they know it's going to make them more money. So my whole goal with making blog posts about TubeBuddy and about vidIQ and other tools that are related to making YouTube videos is convincing people that the tool I promote will help them to make more money. And I always need to keep in mind, I just need to focus on helping those people just by providing value, and then they can decide for themselves if they want to buy this or not. So I heavily believe in this concept of talking about A/B split testing, about data and insights, going through all the features of TubeBuddy, the free stuff, the pro stuff, compare it with other blog posts, and then write articles about it and text and images, show the results, so that people get convinced like, hey, this is the tool I want in order to grow my YouTube channel. And if it's about health or about food or about happiness or about love, the thing is you need to help people with the content you write. And in a lot of cases, you can promote something that will help them to achieve the thing they want. So in my case, I talk about TubeBuddy and I say, hey, through split testing, I make a lot more money than I used to before. And it's only $280 per year. And I make that back a lot of times. So people are willing to invest. So whatever you write about, focus on helping people. So based on your information on your blog post, they know if they want to buy the thing you promote. But the first thing is help people. If you take a look at my tutorial, I help people with my affiliate marketing stuff. And I talk about SEMrush, which is an affiliate program. I talk about the Blocksy theme, which has an affiliate program. So if you buy the pro version, I make money. I talk about the Rank Math, which has a pro version. So I help you. I give you everything I have. I hope you can see that. And then when you buy things, the pro version of Rank Math or Blocksy or SEMrush, I get a commission. And that is how I do that. I do that with videos. I do that with blog posts. I do my best on TikTok now and on Instagram. And that's it. Helping other people. So when they're ready to buy because of your information, you get that commission. So let's go back to my blog posts. This is what we explored for free. I can talk about A/B split testing. And if people are not searching for that, I can say something else. I can say the best feature of TubeBuddy that makes me extra money. It's time to come up with a blog post title. And that's important because that's the thing that will be displayed in the Google search result. And there are a lot of search results, and maybe you're not number 1 every time or number 2 or number 3. So you need to have a blog post title that gets the attention. How do we come up with that? Let me show you. And what I will do from this point in the tutorial, actually throughout the whole tutorial, normally I prepare. I create a website, I prepare a few times, and then I record it, and everything is, bam, great at once. This time I do differently. I want to show you the whole journey. So instead of creating a perfect blog post, I do not create perfect blog posts, but instead of preparing a blog post and then having my second screen and okay, now we need to write this. Oh, let's come up with that. I will just start without preparing and show you how I come up with my title and with my content. And sometimes I change my mind and sometimes I make a mistake. I will just show you that because I want to show you the raw journey. I don't want to give you the perfect example, like, and then I created a blog post and then I made my sales. Wow. Now you need to do it. No, I want to show you the complete, honest journey. So let's create a blog title. So I go to new post. So when it comes to a blog title, I should have my main focus keyword in it. So I should not say that is A/B split testing. It's called like that because, let me see. If I go to the homepage, A/B test. I can say how A/B testing with TubeBuddy launched my YouTube channel. I think the title's too long. I can also make it mysterious. I can say this single feature boosted my YouTube channel. Or I can say TubeBuddy review. And then how A/B testing will skyrocket your channel. So what I have TubeBuddy, review, A/B testing, and YouTube channel. Well, I think people are not searching that much for A/B testing. So if I search on Google for TubeBuddy space, I search for this. Learn how A/B testing can increase your YouTube CTR. So that's a really nice title from TubeBuddy itself. A/B testing notes, TubeBuddy support, A/B testing with TubeBuddy, more than thumbnails. That's true. You can also A/B test titles and tags. How A/B test thumbnails with TubeBuddy. So also videos, a lot of videos about it. TubeBuddy video A/B test, TubeBuddy A/B testing for YouTube thumbnails. So I can get inspired by that. And what I can say based on this, why you should do A/B testing on your YouTube thumbnails. And by the way, I can also split test the title so I can see what's performing better. So what I will do now, I will click on publish and publish. If I don't want to have that twice anymore, I click on the three dots. I go to the preferences and I turn off include pre-publish. So I'll publish it at once instead of twice. So now if I go to the website, here it is. Well, no image. There's the date. Today's the 21st of February, uncategorized. So we're about to start. If I want to edit this, I click on the blog post and I click on, let me close this. I click on edit post. So together with Google, with RankMath, and with my knowledge I share in this tutorial, we are ready to create an awesome blog post. By the way, if I come across like I'm really all over the place, wavering, I don't know if is the right word, but doubting what should my title be, I want to skip nothing. What I can do, I can press pause now on the recording, figure out a lot of things on a different computer, and then come with an amazing title at once. But I want to take you with me on my journey. So I pressed pause because I was, okay, what should I do next? I have the title. Now I want to talk about the headings I want to cover in the blog post. But I want to take you with my on my journey as I typed before. A/B split testing, the best feature of TubeBuddy. I know what I want to say. I want to say the best TubeBuddy feature. A/B testing. It's a little bit a normal title. I can also make it more enticing by making people curious. But I'm doing that with the best YouTube feature, A/B split testing or A/B testing. I could also say why A/B testing. Why A/B testing is the best TubeBuddy feature for YouTube channels. Because people maybe don't know TubeBuddy is for YouTube. I also want to be found on YouTube for YouTube channel owners. I think it's too long. If I want to know if it's too long, I copy this title. I go to the RankMath settings, edit the preview, paste it here. And I see it's too long. So I need to make it shorter. How TubeBuddy A/B testing can skyrocket your channel. That's it. I have TubeBuddy. I prefer also YouTube. Let's see. Maybe I should write the title here. Okay, how TubeBuddy A/B testing can skyrocket your channel. And if I say YouTube channel, it's just too long. So what I also can do is this, because then people know it's about YouTube. Copy this. I have my title. Great. Now I want to think about what I want to cover in this blog post. So I need to answer questions because I want to convince people that they need TubeBuddy in order to skyrocket their channel, because my whole website is about helping people to grow faster on YouTube. So I will have my title over here. Let me see. And then the headers, for headings. What is A/B testing? That's a heading I want to have. Then how I gained $60 per day with A/B testing. Also here, TubeBuddy A/B testing at TubeBuddy. So you have A/B testing in general. You can also do it with Facebook. Actually, what I thought about, you can do A/B testing in your whole life with everything. If I respond to my wife in a certain way, when she's in a certain mood, I know, okay, maybe I should not do that next time. And that's how I keep learning in life. If I go to bed too late, I'm tired the next morning. Okay, maybe I should do split test if I go to bed on time. Okay, that was for free. Your whole life is a split test. Here's my blog post. A heading, all headings. What is A/B testing? A/B testing at TubeBuddy. How I gained $60 per day with A/B testing. That's only one thumbnail. What to do after an A/B split test. How to get started with TubeBuddy A/B testing. And by the way, a heading can be as long as it can be. So I can also go to similar blog posts. See what they are talking about. Which, yeah, oh, good one. What to look at in the A/B results. As I just said, two things are really important. Okay, it's a relative small blog post, so I think I can do a better job. So again, I do not copy, but I just want to take a look, what are people writing about? So this is really smart, having a video and a blog post. Also really smart. Why are YouTube thumbnails so important? And then I can do a test with a really appealing thumbnail, or maybe just a white screen and showing the difference. That if the title is there, but there's no thumbnail, how much decrease it gives in the click-through rate. This is really nice blog post. And then here, get TubeBuddy. And then here, a course, that's also what you can do. No questions, no comments. Next page. Advertisements. Tube split. Wow, the whole. Oh, look at that. What's that? Okay, that's competitive. So I can write something about alternatives. I don't know if this one costs money. Yes, it costs, but I can say, hey, alternatives. So what I can do, let's see if there's an affiliate program for this. Or I can reach out to this guy. So Tube Split affiliate program. That's how I work. Because now if there is one, I can write a blog post about Tube Split. I can write a blog post about Tube Split versus TubeBuddy versus vidIQ. I go back. What is split testing? What is TubeBuddy? Yeah, that's also what I can say. What is TubeBuddy? Or what else can you do with TubeBuddy? And then I can talk about other stuff. And then I can do internal linking. And with internal linking, it's the World Wide Web. You create a web within your web page that has a lot of internal links. So I talk about TubeBuddy and I say, is it better than vidIQ? And then vidIQ, I can link that to my blog post about the comparison between vidIQ and TubeBuddy. And at that blog post about TubeBuddy and vidIQ, I can say there are also different alternatives. The other one, SplitTube, TubeSplit. And I can write a blog post about TubeSplit. So what I want to do in the long run, I want to create a blog post about every single aspect within TubeBuddy. And what I've not told you already, maybe, the commissions are recurring with TubeBuddy. So as long as people stay active with TubeBuddy, I get my commission every year, 30% every single year. How to do a YouTube thumbnail A/B split testing for free. I can also write a blog post about that. You probably need to do it manually. Yeah, you need to do it. And that's what I love about TubeBuddy. So I can write a blog post about this, how you can do it for free, and all the stuff you need to do, I can write a blog post about it. And then afterwards I say, do you want this to be automatically? Then read my blog post about TubeBuddy split testing, and then I can refer them to that blog post. So I have affiliate marketing websites that talk about a lot of different programs, a lot of different tools that I promote, affiliate tools with an affiliate link. But for this website I'm making, Freddy David, I will focus on TubeBuddy and vidIQ and maybe some other programs, but mainly two. So my goal is to dive deep, learn everything about those tools and then write about it. So with the information I have over here, I think I'm good to go to get started. What is A/B split testing? So with every title I start writing, and then I will show you how to add images to that. Because a blog post without images is just a lot of text and it can be boring. So we're gonna make it better. Two more things before we get started. First, my main language is Dutch. I'm from the Netherlands. English is my second language. So I tend to make some mistakes in what I say, in what I write, and that's why I use Grammarly that can correct me when I make mistakes. And it's correcting me all the time. So in order to get Grammarly, look at this. This is an affiliate link, ferdykorp.com/Grammarly. There's a free version and a pro version. So this is my affiliate link. I'm already logged in, so I'll go to my Grammarly account. If I would sign out, you go over here. You can get started for free, and then you can get some response from your text. And if you like it and you can go for the pro version, you can buy that. And then I make money. So that's what I'm also in this tutorial doing with my affiliate links. And then the second thing, over here, there's a focus keyword. What do I want to be found on? Well, of course I could say TubeBuddy, but actually I want to be found on A/B testing. Even if I say that over here, testing, comma, it says I'm not found that much, but I increased already my RankMath score. What are other words, less important words I want to be found on? YouTube, TubeBuddy, thumbnails, and YouTube thumbnails. So since I have no text, everything is red. And now it's time to write content. And meanwhile, RankMath will give me feedback on what I should do and what I should not do. So the whole goal is to get as much as green check marks as possible. So it says, hooray, you're using the focus keyword in the SEO title. So A/B testing is in the title. So that's a good thing. Add the focus keyword to your SEO meta description. So I need to go to my snippet. And I have no meta description yet because normally it will be taken from the text, but I have none yet. So I start writing, and that's the thing you'll see when you search for TubeBuddy A/B testing. That's the text you'll see. So I will say, learn how A/B testing. Look at this, it becomes bold because I use the keyword, the focus keyword in my description. Learn how A/B testing at TubeBuddy, another word I want to be found on, can increase your YouTube channel overall growth like crazy when you apply it the right way, something like that. So that's also for me a way to make people interested in, okay, how can you do it the right way? So if I close this, update, what I see now, the focus keyword is used inside the SEO metadata. Use the focus keyword at the beginning of your content. So the thing I've been postponing or avoiding is to just start writing. And the funny thing is I need to pick up my son. It's 14:30. I need to be there in a few minutes. So again, a reason not to start writing. And when I come back, I start writing like crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to get creating content. I've done my preparations. I've done my research on Google. And now it's time to write. One thing I want to change, how YouTube A/B testing can skyrocket your channel. If you apply it correctly, it will skyrocket your YouTube channel. When it comes to creating a blog post, I think it's important to deliver immediately. So start delivering, maybe over delivering from the first paragraph on. What do I mean by that? You will have a blog title that states something. Increase your YouTube views with 320%, or how I did that. And give people the answer in the first paragraph. Don't start talking blah, 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 because people can get distracted, think, hey, I don't see the answer. I'm gone. Give the people as soon as possible what they expect. So you create some expectation in the blog post, in the title, I mean, and then give the answer straight away. So let me show you what I've done. So I start writing, and what I want to do, I want to get people's attention. I want to live up to the promise I have in the title. How TubeBuddy A/B testing will skyrocket your channel. So what I want to start with is an example, a case study. So that's what I will do. And I need to start with a title, and I would prefer to have the focus keyword, A/B testing, in the first heading. So I start typing. So I can say how A/B testing increased my revenue with 320%. So I made 3 times as much money than before. That's crazy. So I think that will get people's attention, and then I click on enter, and then I open a new paragraph automatically when I hit enter, and then I can start typing what I want to type. And I don't want to fill this with fluff. I want to be straight to the point. Every sentence needs to have a purpose, and just say it how it is, instead of, 20 years ago I started. No, I want to get straight into the cool content. So I start typing, and I keep in mind that I want to use those words in my content, and especially in the beginning of my content. I already have it in the first 10% of the content, which is over here. So let's start typing. With Grammarly, I take a look at the things I need to make better. So a comma, another comma. So now I say in that in-depth tutorial, but it's not relevant to the content. So I say in that video, I promoted a web hosting company. A really important aspect of your blog post is images. We can create images. There are a few ways to do that on a Mac, on a PC. I will show you all the ways, paid using Photoshop, or for free using a free tool. I will cover that all, and I will start with Photoshop. If you don't want to follow that Photoshop part, you can click on the right arrow on your keyboard, and then you skip forward to the part where I will talk about a free tool that is online. Yes? Okay, people, I don't feel it yet. It's a lot of text, and people can also get overwhelmed. Like, okay, a long story, click-through rate, A/B testing, TubeBuddy. What is this? Percentages. So I want to make it more clear. So I want to use images. Let me update it. We can preview it. This is how our blog post looks right now. Okay. So I click over here, click on the paragraph icon, and change it to a heading. Heading 2. Update. Then I click on preview in the step. How A/B testing increased my revenue with 320%. I will make this smaller later So I want to add a few images over here and I will show you how I can do that. So what I will do, I will go to TubeBuddy, sign in. Let me make this bigger. A/B tests. And here it is. So I want to make the screen bigger, Command plus. And I want to make a nice image. So on the Mac, I say Shift Command 4 and I make a selection. I release it and now I made an image. You see it over here. It will go to my desktop. So there you go. I can rename this TubeBuddy A/B test results. What I also can do, I can open it in Photoshop by double clicking and then I can add arrows. So I can go to the circle, custom shape. I can drag an arrow, fill it with the color red, also because that's a bit the color of my website. Then I can go to edit. Let me see. Edit, transform, rotate. Okay. And I can also make this bigger. Let me see. I can make a circle selection. And then copy it. Go to edit, transform, scale. Okay, right mouse click on layer 2, blending options, stroke. Let's do a normal stroke with a color, which is, let's do this green one and then make it outside, make it smaller. So it's showing that I have a better increase. And the only thing I did, as you see, is I made the line bigger and I got 37% more visitors. This is unnecessary, so I'll make a selection. Then I can go to image, crop. I prefer Photoshop. It's for me the best tool, but it costs money. So I will also show you how to do this for free. File, export, save for web. And then I prefer to use the quality of 100%. Save it. I want to place it over this one, except this is next to each other, TubeBuddy A/B test results. So I can also be found in the search results when I rename my images. I want to use PNG. Then I go to Tiny PNG, open the file on the desktop, PNG file. It's 400 kilobytes and now it's just 126. I download it. I go to my post. I hit enter, / and then I go for an image. I go to the media, or I click on upload. I go to downloads, the most recent one. There it is. Let me see. More options. The image size is full size, so the quality is better. Update. And what I need to do now, look at this. The alt text. I call this one A/B split. No, all A/B test results on TubeBuddy. So one of the things it probably will say is that I should have an image with the main keyword A/B testing. So right now I have that. Let me go to the settings, A/B testing. I did not have it yet. You see, it increases a bit. So if I get rid of it, it decreases. So 2% more, update. And then I can have a caption here below. So I click on it. I can say something like, on the image, you see that the right thumbnail was performing 37.2% better. Okay, can align it for the center, and then text will also be in the center. Here I can make it 2. That's what Grammarly is doing. Update. So I'm here at my web hosting affiliate sale commissions. As you see, I started in November, and since I got a higher click-through rate, I got more visitors, but since I got a higher click-through rate, I also got more views because YouTube showed my video to more people. So if you take a look over here, in November, 13 unique clicks. In December, 90, but because YouTube was showing my video to more people because of the high click-through rate, because of the TubeBuddy A/B split test, look at this, I went to 300 views, 200 views. And you see my sales also increased. So I went from 4 sales in December to 21. Well, that's actually more than 400% an increase. And that's the power of A/B split test. It's a domino effect. It's not that I get 37% more people. No, because my click-through rate is higher, my video will be shown to more people because YouTube loves high click-through rates. So I can click over here, Command 0. I just showed you how to make a selection with Command Shift 4. There's also a tool, look at this. It's called Go Full Page. Dus if you go, you need to have Google Chrome. So Chrome, Go Full Page. Extension. There it is. You can add it to Chrome over here. I already have it. So what I can do now with these results, I can show some statistics. I got more subs through the second one, more likes. As you see, YouTube was suggesting this thumbnail even more than the other one. A longer watch time. So all this information is really interesting. So I can click over here and then a capture of the full page will be made. I can download it over here. Sorry, my kids are upstairs. My wife is doing the laundry. And I can make a selection. Image crop. And I can save it. File, export, save for web. It's really big, but I will leave it that way because then I can be found on big images in Google. I saved in 100%. That's a really big file. Save. And I can give this a name. A/B split test results. TubeBuddy. And I can say 400% increase in sales. I save it. Then I go to Tiny PNG. I grab the image from the desktop. And it's a bit smaller, a lot smaller. I go to the post. And I can show this over here below. /image. Upload. Downloads. Okay. I click over here. I can change the image size to full size. There you go. And below I can say, and again, I want to click over here, bring this to the center. So the text will also be at the center. I want to show the results of my web hosting sales. So I can grab this and I can go to Photoshop again. As I said before, later on I will use a free tool that you can use. And if you want to skip this Photoshop part, just hit the right arrow on your keyboard or click on the timestamps in the description to go to the grab free images part, which is coming now within 10 minutes, I think. Okay? And create a new arrow. Hold Shift. And then make this green. Maybe a bit greener. Then I want to, let me see. edit it, transform, rotate, hold shift. Okay. Hold option, shift. I hold them both. Alt, shift. So an increase in sales, increase in unique clicks, increase in clicks. Why? Because over here, I did the split test. And actually, click, shift, shift, alt or option. Perfect. Let me see what is relevant and what is not. It is what it is. I normally do not like to share things, but okay, it is what it is. All because I did a split test with a red line around the video. I will bring it down to 1600 or save, split test, split results, A, B, big increase. Tiny PNG again. Download just 30 kilobytes. And then over here, I want to add that area. / image, upload, downloads, most recent one. Bring it to the center. They're still performing great. Update. Let's refresh this and see how it looks. Image, image, and an image. People like images. Otherwise, if you only see text, and what you see over here, I can place my affiliate link. So the whole blog post, people can see, start with YouTube, and I can place my affiliate link here. When people click here, they go to TubeBuddy. I will show you how to apply to become an affiliate, but I first need to have something to show to them, but because they're probably going to ask for my website or how I will promote them. So this is how I started my story. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. As you see, I'm already spending quite some time here, but it's for the long run. For the long run, it's amazing. You can make a lot of money with blog posts. And at this moment, it's just working hard. Maybe think, but further you have those results. I don't have them. You can also make this instead of a case study, or you can make it theoretical. How do you say that? In theory, you can make it a story like, hey, if you would have this amount of sales per this amount of views, or you make $100 per 1,000 views, and you can increase it by changing the thumbnail with 37%. That means that you start to make more money. And not only that, you also get more views because through the higher click-through rate, that's how the way it works. And then you can make a nice calculation so people can see what happens. I think this is appealing, how A/B testing increased my revenue with 320%. So how are we doing over here? Content is 247 words long. Consider using at least 600 words. And then there are other things. Focus keyword is high. Yes, I've been talking a lot about A/B testing. So I could make it shorter. I have no internal links. So if you make more blog posts, you can link to each other. So if I talk about alternatives, I can link to vidIQ, to a review about that. If I talk about what else can you do, take a look at that. What else can you do with TubeBuddy? Then I can go to my TubeBuddy review or my TubeBuddy guide. And that's how the ball starts rolling, linking internally, making more content, and helping people. So what else do I want to cover over here? Because I already had my case study. I can make it a strike through. What is A/B testing? That's what I can say right now. So over here, enter. What is A/B testing? Question mark. Hit enter, and now I can explain what it is. I already did a little bit, but now I can dive a little bit deeper. Then I can click over here. If I wrote something, I can click here and make this a heading. I think it's a bit big. Let me close a few things. So what I can do, I can go to the website, to this one, customize it, go to typography, and heading 2, I can just make it smaller. $24. Okay, publish, and let's do the same with the other ones. 24, I copy it. H4, H5, H6. Great. Edit the post, and now I can continue with the post. Okay, I've been writing, and this is what we have so far. Writing. Wow, it's just a matter of doing. Before I started today, I was like, oh man, I'm a bit anxious. I feel a little bit of tension also because I'm recording everything and I'm a little bit on the spot. Like, hey, I have to make my first sale. I just keep doing it. Let's see how we're doing over here. Basic SEO. Content is 676 words. Good job. So we're getting a little bit higher. Keyword density is still high. 25 times. Yeah, we should. Yeah. Okay. A few more things we can do. I can make a link, which links to TubeBuddy. We don't have an affiliate link yet. Open a new tab. Okay, so now you see we have a link to an external source and it goes to 71. I can have an internal link. So let's do. I don't have that. I don't have a lot of pages, but let's see. Okay, let's do something weird. No, we'll do that later. So 71, so far so good. I will update it, take a look. Yes, step by step, we're creating more content, and I think we will bear a lot of fruit when we keep on doing what we're doing. And the great thing is when you keep on doing what you're doing, you become better at it. So keep going. So it's a new day for me. It's day 3 of my affiliate marketing journey. Yesterday I typed this and I want to continue. I said I want to show you every step, but big chance you're not creating a blog post about TubeBuddy. Even if you were, I don't think it's really valuable for you if I'm gonna show you the whole hour, the next hour I will take to finish this blog post. So when I do something new, which I have not covered yet, using the Gutenberg editor or the WordPress blog editor, then I'll show you. So I will fast forward. I do record it. I will fast forward. And when I do something new, I will show you. Yes, so I go back to my notes. I want to talk about what to do after an A/B split test. Okay, I will fast forward. Okay, new area. I'm going to create a new blog, / it's going to be a button. I can add the text, sign up for TubeBuddy. And I don't have an affiliate link yet. Why? If I sign up to become an affiliate, I want to show what I already have. If I have an empty website, they probably say, I don't want to add you to the affiliate program. I get a lot of questions from people. Hey, Ferdy, I try to do what you do, but the affiliate program is not accepting my website. Then I say, make content first, show them the value you give, and then they want you as an affiliate. Because if they say, okay, you will not be an affiliate, even though you have a great blog post, then you're not motivated anymore to create more blog posts. So they want you to promote them, but then you have to offer something. So first, let me make this heading. So here should be my affiliate link. So I click over here, make it a link, and I can say freddydavid.com/TubeBuddy. And later on, I will show you how to make this a redirection link. And in that way, you can keep track on how many people click there. Not only in the dashboard of your affiliate program, but also on your website. I love that too. I will talk about it later. So sign up for TubeBuddy. So now I want to make a lot of screenshots. By the way, I'm so happy that I started doing this an hour ago. I was not in the mood of continuing with my blog post, but I just did it. And now look at this. This is what I've created in the last hour, which is quite nice. This area, bam. And I'm also recording and not preparing, so it's a little bit overwhelming, but I'm happy that I'm doing this. Why? I want to show you the real story, and not only that I prepared like crazy, that I had the website already complete. I'm just copying what I have already done, so it seems like it's so easy for me to do. No, I'm also doubting, is this a good text? Is it not? But it's not a reason to quit. I want to persevere, and that's what I want to give to you in this tutorial. Yes, it can be hard. Yes, you can doubt yourself, just like I do. You need to persevere. And I have a few videos, movies you can watch. First, the series The Last Dance from Michael Jordan, about how he persevered and kept on going, kept on stretching himself. Sometimes it seemed like literally how he get basketball in the basket. The movie Joy, oh, awesome movie. And the movie Jobs, Joy and Jobs. And The Founder. The founder, the head person, the lead person character is maybe not the nicest person, but he knows how to persevere. That's what I like about the movie. So having said that, we're going to make images using a free tool. As I said before, you can on the Mac, you can do Shift Command 4, make an image. On a PC, you can say, okay, I can Google PC make cropped screenshot. Okay, Shift S, and then you can make a selection. That's how easy it is. Just Google it. Yes, I've been talking about a free tool, and it's called the Get Cloud app. It's a free tool. It has a premium version, but you can use the free version. And then for the first 30 images, you can use everything for free. Well, I think when you use 30 images, you can create at least 3 blog posts, get up and running. And yeah, let me show you how to work with that tool. But there's a tool you can use, and then you can create arrows. And when we sign up, and I show people how to sign up, it's handy to use arrows. So if you don't have Photoshop, follow along. Go to freddycorp.com/getcloud-app. Hit enter. I use the Chrome web browser. You need it in order to make it work. I click on download for free. And I want to sign in with Google, but when I do that, it automatically goes to one of my Gmail accounts. So what I need to do, I need to go to Safari, freddycorp.com/getcloud-app. So I can show you exactly what to do. Download free. Sign up with Google. And now I can use this one, for instance. That's it. I need to log in with my Google account. Okay, I want to go for the free version. You can also go for the pro version. You have more options. Here we have up to 25 captures, so you can see how it works. And for your first blog post, that's enough. And after that, it's $10. But I want to focus on free stuff. When you're really going to make money with it, of course, I suggest you go with pro versions. So I say continue with free. I want to install the Chrome extension. And I want to go to Chrome. Wait a minute. Okay. Let me copy this. Then I go back. Now we know how to log in, so I will log in with Google. And then I paste the link in order to get this Chrome extension. Add the extension. There you go. I want to find it, so I click on this icon, so it's over here. Okay, so what I can do, I can go to tubebuddy.com. Then I can make a selection. So I click over here, screenshot, and I release it. Okay. I go for annotate. And I want to go for an arrow with the color red. Let's do completely red. The line width. I want to have a solid arrow, and at the end, nothing. Otherwise, it points two ways. Wow. Okay. So explore the pricing. That's what I want to do in this image. I click on save. Download. There you go. I rename this, of course, Get Started with Tube Buddy. Now remove the E. Okay. So let's continue. I click on Explore Pricing. I make a new selection. Release. Download. And I rename it again. Choose your plan. You don't have to have dashes over here. I prefer to have them. That's up to you. So I say those dashes are here. Okay, next. Then you choose a plan, select. So again, screenshot, select this whole area. And then I want to have an arrow again. So I go to annotate. Okay, let's remove that. Again, I want to go for medium. And then I want to add a channel. That's what I want to focus on. Save. Download. Let's continue. Let's go a little bit faster. So I click on add channel. English. And for this, I actually can also say Shift Command 4 because I don't need an arrow. But if I need an arrow, then I prefer to use this one. So there I go again. I go for a medium arrow. I choose the YouTube channel that is linked with the right email address. Then I want to redact a few things. Save. And that's what I prefer. Do things with online tools, especially when they don't cost any money. So I click on download. The only thing is you can have up to 25 images with this. There it goes. Okay, I'll rename it later. I need to link it. And then I need to fill in my details. So what I will do, I will skip a step. Why? I already have an account. So I click on my account because I know that the next step after that is that you see your channels. So I will take a few more screenshots and fast forward. It's really important to rename your images. If I create a screenshot right now, it will show the title screenshot and then with the date and with the time. People are not searching for that because when people search for Google, sometimes images will appear. And also when you click on the tab images, a thing that people use to search, your image can appear when it is correctly renamed. So never leave your images unrenamed like IMG001 because people are not searching for that, but people are searching for TubeBuddy review. When I have a title or an image with TubeBuddy review, it can come up in the search results in the images. So rename your images. Let me show you how. Now to rename everything. So over here, choose your tube body plan. If I search for this on the internet, choose your tube body plan. I go to images. It can be that your image will appear over here. This is an old one, old one, old one. So when your image is high quality, it can be that your image appears over here, and then people click, go to your website, and in that way, people can get it through your affiliate link. So I will update everything or rename everything. Then I go to my post. I update it. I go back to the WordPress website, to the dashboard, to media, add new, and now I go to downloads. I scroll down, start with the first one, hold shift, select them or drag them all over here. And that's it. I close this, I go back to the post. This one. And now I can start typing. So the question is how to get started with TubeBuddy. Then I choose an image, /image. I select it. I go to the media library and I select the first one. Okay, for now, I'm happy. I can always make the blog post better. So if you take a look, this is what we have created using Photoshop, using free tools. And it's quite an in-depth blog post. So to me, it looks a bit overwhelming the way it is displayed. So what I can do to make it better is take a look at other websites. So for the email tool tester, that's a website I like. If I go to a blog post, it looks a bit cleaner. The text is a bit smaller, I think. There are more titles, bold words in a certain color. So I think what I should do below every image, I should have a title that breaks it a little bit better up. I don't know if that's the right way to say that. So I edit the post. Let's see the score, 78. So here's an image. By the way, my website is a bit bigger. I made my screen bigger. This is how it looks on a normal screen. So what I can do in order to spice it up, look at this, use more links, more colors, bold words. So that's what I will do. How can I do that? Let me make it bigger again. Okay, that's better. And then below this blog post, which is quite a long blog post, what I see over here, something about myself, but I see no text yet. In order to fix this, I open this area, edit profile in a new tab, holding Command or Control on the PC. I scroll down and I can place some links over here. So Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, and I can say something about myself. I scroll down, update my profile, close this, renew the page. Now you see this text over here and a few links. And then over here below, we can go to the next post. We can go to related post and people can leave a comment. And when people are not logged in, so they would open this in an incognito window. Let me get rid of this. Page down. People see name, email, website. They can add a comment. And when they get a comment or when I get a comment, so let's do that. I can send it, post a comment. It says your comment is awaiting moderation. Now I get an email and over here I see there's a comment. I can approve it. And now I go to the website, to the blog post, scroll down. Hey, this opened up my eyes. And when the email address linked to this message has a Gravatar account, you'll see an image over here. Now I can reply, say, great to hear that John or Jack and then it has an inline like this, or tab, however you want to say that. And he can respond to that so that you can get nested comments. And that's what's also nice for the Google search results. When people are asking questions, it can help me to write more information in the blog post related to that question, so I can update my blog post. And it's good for the search results because my website gets renewed by the comments. So, and I see this affiliate link over here all the time. The only downside is that I can have only one link for everything. So if I will make a blog post about vidIQ, this one will still appear. Using Blocksy Pro, you can change that. You can have a separate sidebar for every specific blog post or every specific category. So I can say for every category with TubeBuddy, this will appear and this will not appear. And with every vidIQ category, only this will appear. So that's amazing. That's with the Pro version. Let's take a look. verdicorp.com, which is Blocksy. And you can buy it now for one website, $49 per year, or for lifetime. So for one website, you pay $149. You have it for one website, and for $299, you buy it once. I bought it a few years ago. You have it for the rest of your life. I suggest, of course, you do this so you can make multiple affiliate marketing websites. However, I advise you to start with one until you make a lot of money with it, and then you can maybe create another one. But you can use it on unlimited websites, have premium support for the rest of your life, and when there's an update, it is still included in your unlimited license. What I found out is that a lot of companies with lifetime, they make it more expensive after a while when they add more features, and then you still paid only $299 and still have all those features. So maybe when you watch this, it's already $400. I'm not sure, but it's what I advise people. But it's up to you. You don't have to do it, but then, yeah, you need to be creative with this part. Okay, so what I want to cover now. Let me close this and let me see my face and tell you what I want to cover right now. A really important part of our tutorial, we'll talk about scheduling our posts. That means that you can make 10 blog posts at once. That's a little bit optimistic, but or you can let 10 other people do that at once, and then you can schedule them for every Friday. I will talk about categories to keep the structure of your website neat. How do you say that? Keep it organized. We will make use of tags, an excerpt, and a featured image. Let's talk about that right now. Okay, thank you, Ferdy. Let's go back to me. I'm also Ferdy. So I want to go to the settings over here, to the tab post, and talk about a few things. Right now it's public. I can also make it private so people cannot see it. I can also say it should be published next week. When I click on outside of it and I click on update, now I need to schedule it. So it will be scheduled, and on this date, the 24th of February, then it will be released. If I bring it back, I can publish it. So that's nice. I can create a lot of blog posts or let other people do that and then schedule them for every Friday, for instance. And then for 10 blog posts is 10 weeks. So for 10 weeks, every week, new content will appear. Over here, I can change the permalink, why you should do A/B testing on your YouTube thumbnails. I think that's a good URL, which will be seen over here. Stick to the top of the blog. I can say this one should also always be on top if you want to do that. You can change the author if you have a lot of writers and other people write something for you. You can change it to you as an author. So it doesn't say that someone else wrote it. Revisions, so I can go back to earlier versions. If you mess something up, you can go back over here. Then we have categories. Well, I created a few categories. I want to create new categories, or better, I want to rename a few categories. So I go update this. I go over here to all posts and then categories. And I click over here and I change this one to tube body. And also here, tube body update. Now, if I go to the website, look at this. Tube body. Wow. So I go to my blog post. It says uncategorized, but if I click on edit post, I scroll down, I can select tube body and I can unselect uncategorized. If I want to create more categories, I can click on add a new category. And that can be YouTube marketing, for instance. And I can also have multiple categories. And the great thing about categories is that it will bring structure in your website. So when I go to my website and I click on tube body, I'll see all the blog posts that have the category tube body, tube body, tube body, tube body. So that gives an overview for people that want to learn a lot about tube body and not about vidIQ. I can also go back, go to post, categories, change category to vidIQ. And also here, vidIQ without capitals. Category 3, what else am I covering over here? I could talk about gear. So I'll talk about the best cameras you can use in order to film yourself for YouTube. It's all about helping people to grow. When you have better quality in your cameras, your videos will be watched longer and you will get more views. So a new category, I can say editing, no, not software. Okay. So I have a few subcategories. So this one is from tube body. Yeah, I don't know what I should call this, but I could say tube body tricks. Look, now it has created its own slug. So that's what I prefer. Tube body tricks. And of course, tube body. Yeah, well, what else? Guides. Get rid of this. So now if I take a look at my website, tube body tricks, tube body guides. So what I can do, I can go to my blog post, edit the post. And if I think this is a guide, I go for the guide, update. Now if I say tube body guides, mine will appear over here. If I say tricks, it will not appear. So in that way you can bring structure in your website. I go to my customizer. Then I can go to the menus, the main menu. I add an item, which is a category, which is editing. So I can create a blog post about the best gear, the best cameras, the best computers to live a digital nomad lifestyle, to take with you to Thailand or to Bangkok, which is Thailand or not, yeah, or to Bali. I can go crazy with a lot of subjects. And that's how the others do it. If I go to email tool tester, the logo, here are all the categories, the blog and the contact. You have a different language if you want to. People can search. And then if I go to one of the blog posts or the categories, it looks like this. If I go to one of the blog posts, it is displayed like this and it sticks. And here's the content. And then over here is the header. So far, so good. What else can we do over here? We talked about categories. Well, the same things can be done with tags. So this tag, a tag I want to have over here, it's actually also the keywords. So I say A, B, test, comma, tube, body, YouTube, thumbnails. So words that are being found in this content, I can use those as tags, and tags work a little bit the same as categories. So if I go to my blog post, blog, this one, I can customize the blog post page. So I go to single post. Let's see. Post tags, where are they? Here below. And then when I click on those, I see all the blog posts that have this tag. Let's talk about the featured image. Because right now, if I go to the blog, it does not look that appealing also here, because we don't have an image over here. So if I would go to any blog post, shoutmeloud.com. I go to the blog. Look at this. This is what you can do. Image of yourself, small text, and then this is the text. So you need to create a thumbnail, or it can be in image, but what I prefer is something like this or this with a small text that is just helping this title. It should not be something totally different. So grow your YouTube channel, or how TubeBuddy A/B split testing will skyrocket your YouTube channel. I could go crazy with it. 2 faces, one angry, one happy, one light background, one dark background, and then split testing. So what I also can do, I can go to YouTube, A/B split testing, thumbnails. And let's see what they come up with. So something like this. This split test. Featured image, really important. You need to get the attention with a featured image, and then people can click on your blog post based on the image. How can you create one? Well, I will show you how you can create one using Photoshop. If you have Photoshop, you can find that link over there, or you go to the description. But there's another tool, a free tool with a pro plan, but you can cancel that pro plan within 30 days. So if you want to use that, it's kind of a free way, or you continue to be a Canva Pro user, you can use Canva. And I have to say, I'm impressed with Canva, the things you can create in a short amount of time. If you want to watch that, you can also click there, or take a look at the description where I have the link called Canva featured image tutorial in the description. Okay, that's how I do this in Photoshop. Now I think I should also make a Canva tutorial about this. So I save it. Really important to rename this really well. Why you should use A/B testing at TubeBuddy, not YouBuddy. Tube, I send it to my desktop, then I go to Tiny PNG, select it from my desktop, download it. Ladies and gentlemen, I click on set featured image. I drag it over here. I remove all the dashes here at the title. A/B testing at TubeBuddy. I copy it, select all, Command A, Command C, Command V, at the alt text and at the caption. No, not the caption, I mean the description. I set the featured image. And then there's the excerpt. And I copy this text, place it here at post, excerpt, place or paste. Can people reply yes and yes? Update, refresh, and now it looks like that. And I forgot that that is not what I like. How can I fix that? Really easy. Go to the customizer. And I go click on edit over here. And then at the card options, I go for the featured image. And I say 16 by 9 and I turn this off. And then it looks like that. I zoom in and I hover over it. And then maybe I'm like, okay, I don't need the post meta. Okay. What I can do if I want to, I can make the text a bit shorter, but I think it's fine. So as long as I'm here, I'm zoomed in. So this whole area is a link, or when I hover over here, it zooms in. Then I can click over here, or I can click over here. Then I go to the blog post and I see the amount of comments. And then it starts. Maybe it doesn't look that beautiful. It doesn't look, it does not win a prize for design, but the best sales are made with designs that are functional instead of beautiful. So a few more things I want to do. I want to make this score better. So I click over here. A/B testing. Okay, so let's see, the content is 1600 words. Keyword density is 3.67, which is high. It should be a bit lower. So I can also change the way I say it. So here I say A/B testing. I can also use split testing. So what I can do, Command F, A/B testing. Word it says only shown a few times. 13 instead of 61. So maybe it's also, I don't know. So let's say split testing. What happens over here? 361. If I click on update, URLs 82 characters long. Consider shorting it. So if I would do that, I can do that here at the settings, post, A/B testing for YouTube thumbnails. Copy, update. Then I click here. I edit the snippet. Okay, it's better now. So let's see what it is saying. Okay, it's green now. With Rank Math, there's a new feature called Content AI, and that can help you to make your blog post even better. So let's explore that. I can use AI content to optimize the post. I can do it for free a few times. So I click on it. And I do some research. I can do this for free. And after that, I can upgrade by clicking here. So it's now analyzing a few things. Let's see what it is doing for us. And that is what, look at this. Now this becomes better because I activated AI enhancements. So I see a lot of information over here. This is orange. I should use more words. Link, only 3 links. I should use between 18 and 27. The heading count, that's good. It can be a bit more. Media count, 17. I use too much. Only use 17 until, or 8 until 12. Here are some other ways to use A/B testing. Example. So if I would add those, look at this. I can search now for example. Let me talk about the A/B testing examples. It's also singular. Okay, if I would say examples, this is in capitals. Update. Look at this. Now this becomes green. So what I can do, I can see if I can place a few of those in the text, as long as they are having value, because I'm not talking about website A/B testing. So it's doing a nice job, but it's missing a few things over here. Let's take a look at the headings. A/B testing statistics. Okay, so I talk about the statistics. So I can say over here, A/B testing statistics. There it is. Then this becomes a bit higher. SEO title. Okay, and description. Okay, so it's just something new that can help you to enhance your website a bit more. I tend to focus on this one. And now this one is green, which I like. I like green. Focus keyword is not found in the URL, so I can bring that back. And this is how it goes. As I said before, it's just trial and error. A/B. Is it what it wants? Yes, that's what it wants. Wow. Yeah. The keyword density is high. It appears 62 times. Your title doesn't contain a positive or a negative sentiment word. I can also neglect it. Your SEO title doesn't contain a number. Okay. So I can also say, increase your YouTube channel by 200%, but I cannot guarantee that. So, okay. Nice suggestions. You don't seem to be using table of contents plugin. No, I don't use it. I've taken a look at other websites. They don't use it. There's no table of contents where people can click on. So I decided also not to do that. By the way, this is an amazing website. Shout Me Loud. Actually, our website looks a lot like it with this and this. So I like it. And this is sticking. Wow. As if he's copying my website. No, just kidding. Oh yeah, oh man, that's also something. If you want to get more views, sales, everything, go to YouTube and search for ConvertKit tutorial. Here it is. 2.5 hours. It can boost your sales like crazy. It did it with me, in my case. So right now I'm happy. What I can do, write more words, and then the score goes higher. You don't have to have a score of 100 for everything, but I want them to be green at least. So when I go to the website, to the post, I think this looks great. There was only one blog post. Talking about AI, what else can we do? We can create a new blog post. Then we can go to openai.com or chat.openai.com. I want to log in, and then I can say, write me a 1,000-word post or review about TubeBuddy. Hit enter. Okay, let me copy this and paste it over here. Now I want to get the title. And of course, we need to I don't see it as a copy and paste thing, but at least we have a framework to build upon. So I think this looks decent. And now we can make it better. So we can improve it, make it optimized for all devices. Optimize it. So we can do the same things I just teach you in this tutorial. And then if you want to have images, of course, you can create those yourself, as I've shown you, or you can go to ferdycorp.com/midjourney. And there you can create images. I have a tutorial for that. Ferdy AI Midjourney. This one. There I show you how to create a few nice images. Copy the image based on you as a person, or look at this. And that's 9 months ago, so probably right now it's already a lot better. But I just played around with it, and you can use a tool and follow this tutorial to see how that works. I'm okay with using AI, but I prefer to have my human touch in it, so it doesn't become a completely AI-ish blog post. But keep in mind, if the blog post is great and it will help people, then I'm really happy that AI is helping me out. So, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful and you're now able to create amazing blog posts. And keep in mind, it's hard work, but if you stick to it, with it, in the long run, it can benefit you a lot. Right now, I make more money than I could make when I would have a normal job or a good job. Why? Because I kept on making content the latest years. And sometimes I think, oh, it's hard, it's tough, other people are better. But as long as you persevere and you give high quality content, right now I'm referring to my videos, not only about my blog, to my blog post, I think you can do great. I think I make a lot of grammatical errors in those sentences, but it's what it is. Even though I make errors, I'm just doing it. I'm publishing content. I'm doing my best. And in that way, I can help a lot of people. And when you help a lot of people, you can also make a lot of money with that. So good luck with your journey and have a great day. Bye-bye.